Kylie Kelce has clarified her political stance following speculation that her family supports United States President-elect Donald Trump. The 32-year-old, who is expecting her fourth daughter with her husband Jason Kelce, made a rare comment about her political views as she addressed the 2024 presidential election between Kamala Harris and Trump. In an interview with the New York Times, Kelce expressed that while she wasn't entirely comfortable discussing this during the election period, her political views aggressively lean left. Despite her left-wing views, there was an online debate this year about the Kelce family, including Jason's brother Travis Kelce, being supporters of Trump's Make America Great Again MAGA movement. This speculation arose partly because Travis's famous girlfriend, Taylor Swift, publicly endorsed Kamala Harris in September. Kelce recounted an incident where a line of cars, adorned with Trump flags and signs, honked their horns as they slowly drove past her house. "To me, that was like, 'We know where you live,'" she remarked. The publication noted that Kelce, her husband, and their three daughters, Wyatt, 5 years old, Elliot, 3 years old, and Bennett, 1 year old, reside in a busy neighborhood rather than a gated community. She also mentioned her openness to interviewing politicians on her newly launched podcast. "Not gonna lie, I would talk to Michelle Obama in a heartbeat, and I know she is not personally running," Kelce said. "But I would love it if she would." She added that she's not concerned about fans criticizing her for revealing her Democratic views. "I mean this in the most respectful way," she stated. "I don't care what other people have to say." Kelce's comments come months after Travis Kelce's girlfriend was rumored to have a feud with Brittany Mahomes. The speculated tension arose after Swift endorsed Harris before the election, while Mahomes seemingly showed her support for Trump. However, they dispelled the feud rumors by sharing a hug at the U.S. Open in December, which they attended with Travis and Brittany's husband, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. In her interview with the New York Times, Kelce also discussed the massive success of the first episode of her podcast, which was released earlier this month and surpassed Joe Rogan's podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, on Spotify and Apple's U.S. charts. However, Kelce is not particularly focused on this achievement, as she stated she couldn't care less about the charts. She addressed how people online, such as sports radio hosts Fred Tutcher and Rob Hardy-Poole, questioned how her podcast garnered so many listeners. She noted that those remarks are motivating her. "I'm focused on putting out content that people like to consume," she added. "If that puts us there for a week, cool. If it puts us there for longer than that, cool. But I also don't need to feed any conflict that's created."